Amid the ongoing Russian offensive along the entire front, Kiev intensified the hunt for new soldiers on the streets. But at this stage of the war, more cannon fodder is unlikely to change the balance of power and stop the Russian army. Over the past week alone, the Russian army advanced about 150 square kilometers. The largest area of 90 square kilometers was liberated in the Russian Kursk region. In recent days, a new stage of Russian offensive in the Kursk region began. Russian forces are advancing all around Sudza. On the northern flank, Ukrainians sent reinforcements to counterattack in Lyubomovka, but to no avail. A large group of Ukrainian fighters is still surrounded in a cauldron there. The Russian army is already completing the mop-up operations in the settlements nearby. On the southern outskirts of Sudza, Russians advanced in the area of Cherkasskaya Konopelka. Ukrainian groups are hiding in the forest areas west of the village. The armed forces of Ukraine lost their offensive potential and retreated from the Russian territory in the Glushkovsky district. According to preliminary reports, Ukrainians were repelled from the border village of Novy Put. In an attempt to distract Russian forces, Ukrainians continue operations in other border areas. Russian border guards defeated a Ukrainian group spotted near Zurovlevka in the Belgorod region. Military observers predict a new Russian offensive in the southern Zaporozhye direction. At the moment, Russian forces take advantage of Ukrainian mistakes and launch local attacks. The front starts moving in different areas. Most recently, Russian forces took control of the village of Levadno. Ukrainians cannot stop rapid Russian advance on the Donbass front lines. One Ukrainian stronghold is falling after another in the Pokrovsk and Kurakovo directions. Russian flags are already waving around Seladovo. The battle for Toretsk is coming to its turning point. Russian fighters are grinding Ukrainian units in the ruins. The Ukrainian garrison was left without evacuation. Their military supplies and communications were disrupted. Retreating on the front lines, Ukraine is falling into agony. The fuse of Ukrainian patriotism, nurtured by flourishing propaganda of nationalism, is drying up. Losses on the battlefields have long crossed the critical line, and hunting for cannon fodder on the streets intensified. After the eastern, more pro-Russian regions were almost depopulated, recruiters attacked pure Ukrainians in the west of the country as well as large cities like the capital Kiev, after there were no more men left to capture in small villages. In recent days, tens of thousands of recruiters went to the streets, concerts, weddings, funerals, etc., causing public outrage in the country. Kiev's methods of mobilization also do not please the West, which is paying for survival of the grinded army, while Ukrainians are having fun in the clubs, demotivated and unwilling to fight.